What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie, and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today's going to be a little bit of a mix, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of a thrift haul here, actually a garage sale haul, and I think a couple thrift store items, and a what sold video. What sold for me on eBay and Poshmark. I'm filming this Saturday morning. I'm trying to get my orders out. It's a little long weekend here in Ontario, August 1st, Civic. I think it's a Civic long weekend. Regardless, nothing's going to be open now until Tuesday. So Saturdays, my local Canada Post is open from 9 a.m. till noon. So I got, I think about, I don't know if it was 6 orders. I got them shipped out this morning. You'll see it in this video. It'll be the next, when we go to the what sold portion, it was already this morning that I filmed that. I'm actually just getting back from garage sales. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Did get all this stuff dropped off on time. That was good. Hit a few garage sales. I actually forgot my camera. I had it attached to my bag, and then I left my bag right there on the ground, and that's where I picked the camera up from. So I forgot the camera this morning. Not the end of the world. I only expected to go to 1 or 2 that I seen on Yard Sale Treasure Map. There was actually about 6. I'll show you everything I picked up here, starting with a couple of video games. Minecraft for Xbox 360 and Zelda, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is the better of the two. This one's probably worth maybe 25-30 bucks Canadian. I think it sells for about $20 US, something like that. Minecraft always sells, usually sells pretty quickly. It's worth about 10-15 bucks maybe. Canadian. I paid $4 a game, so Zelda, really good. Minecraft, it's gonna be a quick flip. Didn't want to leave it there. I also picked up this camera. Now I paid $5 for the camera, okay, and $1 a piece for these fridge magnets. Now the camera, this case isn't really up to much, but it does have the manual. Just put this down for a second. It does have the manual inside, which is kind of cool. So original manual, it's a Canon SureShot 105 zoom. I have not tested it. I did open it up when we were there. I asked if they wanted to take the film out. She said no. Now I've got it kind of stuck where I can't close this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the film out of there. It just tastes, then we're gonna just test. I think I said taste. We're not gonna taste this camera, trust me. We're gonna test out basic functionality on it and get it listed as probably untested. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to do some research before I get that listed. But if it's in working order, I'm turning $5 into probably about $60 Canadian. Not too bad. These magnets, these actually like Eric Lindros actually pops out of there. There's a list on the back too. Good old Patrick Waugh. Cool. Oh, those kind of neat. I imagine from the 90s for sure. Paid $1 for those. I'll probably try to get $3 or $4 in my booth. Not making a killing or anything like that. Still cool though. Picked up this jersey. There is a, whoops, as I'm dropping it, let me pick it back up for you guys here. There is a bit of a burn mark here on the front right there. Okay, a little bit of staining. I'm just gonna spray it with some spray and wash, let it soak in, and then I'm gonna run it in the wash machine and get it as clean as we can. It is Pro Player. It's vintage for sure. Does the burn make the biggest difference? Maybe not. If it was in better condition, sure, but it already has stains. The hole isn't a big giant gross hole. It's just a little burn mark here. I think it doesn't want to stay in the hanger here. We're actually going to throw it over here anyway. I think that burn mark, I can still get maybe somewhere between $30 and $50 is what I'm going to guess. The next thing I'm going to show you, a pair of shoes here. This is a thrift store find from earlier this week. Look at how clean these are. These are Brooks Beasts. I'm not sure what model. I'm sorry, what model. If they're like a 7, a 14, a 20. I have no idea. I'll have to look that up. But they are in really nice condition, and they're 4E, so they are extra wide. They should sell pretty quickly for probably around $50, I'm guessing. The same thrift store, I picked this up as well. Vintage OV, Old Vienna. Like windbreaker style jacket. I think it'll stay there. I believe I'll get like maybe 25-30 bucks for that. Paid $7 for the jacket, about $8 for the shoes. And the last thing we picked up was one more garage sale find. Okay, so there's a box full of CDs here. Okay, You can see they're $1.50 each, 10 for $1. There's some stuff in here, like I don't really care much about Mariah Carey, right? But there's Linkin Park, Default, Eminem, Limp Bizkit. These are all in good shape too, you know. Snoop Doggy Dogg, Big Shiny Tunes, Daltrey, Thug Life, some more Snoop Dogg. Now I will kind of go through some of these and make sure, you know, I can make an Eminem lot potentially. I will go through and make sure there's, you know, there might be a couple CDs in there that are actually worth selling on eBay. You've seen me sell quite a few CDs in the last little bit on eBay, actually. If they're not worth selling, I'll still try to get $4 out of my booth. And what I did here is I just opened the box up. I looked. There was enough that I was interested in, and I just said to the people at the yard sale, hey, would you take $20 for this entire box? I'm like, if not, I'll probably just pull out 20 CDs. I'm probably going to buy about 20 CDs, but if you just want to get rid of the box in one shot and not have to worry about it, I would just take them all for 20 bucks. They looked at each other, nodded heads, and said, yeah, go ahead and take it. So for me, this is totally worth it. I didn't count how many was actually in here. Doesn't really matter. It's definitely worth 20 bucks for sure. Like I said, worst case scenario, they're worth $4 a piece in my booth, though. You know, everything besides maybe Mariah Carey would sell pretty quickly. So maybe Mariah Carey will be the first one to sell, and I'm wrong about that, but I just feel like it's probably not that desirable. But yeah, okay. Can get this all cleaned up here, and then we can pull. Well, I've already pulled orders this morning, but we'll jump to the clips of me pulling orders. Kicking it off this morning with a jersey sale on eBay. I pulled this one from the house, Buffalo Sabres, vintage CCM jersey here. It does have some condition issues. You can see in the back here the CCM logo is lifting up, bit of pilling, but overall it's still a pretty nice jersey. Wound up getting $57 USD. We took some new photos, dropped the price, probably maybe about a 20% price drop in this one, but you know, still got the sale, and I'm happy with $57 for sure. Next, a cassette. It's supposed to be a single cassette, Alice Cooper. I don't see it. Oh, I was looking here, but I think it's over here. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's this one, $1 Billion Babies, or is it? Yeah, $1 Billion Babies right there. So I got a couple cassettes in there. I might move them back here after, because that's where I wanted to look. I'll just double check it's the right cassette in here. Not too many singles. Yeah, this one's been it's not in the best shape, as you can see here. Okay, so the case, no cracks or anything. When I opened it, I just noticed that it looks a little bit worn, you know, some of the lettering coming off. Typically, I don't remember this one exactly. Typically, I test them, just throw them in a cassette player and play them quickly to make sure everything's okay. $8.05 USD plus shipping. Will be a super easy ship as well. Next, a pair of Dickies. Okay. Should be in the LPS. I think I only have one brand new with tags here left. I lotted up. I found a whole bunch of these one day at Goodwill and lotted them up in, you know, pairs, like 2 or 3 at a time. But this one, wherever it is in here, there was only one individual one yet. It's the last one, brand new with tags. Size 42-30, so I would have, you know, put all the 38s together or all the 40s together and, you know, try to get more money that way. Still got $16.99 USD plus shipping. I know with those Dickies in general, we made some good money. These ones in particular, I probably would have paid $7 Canadian. We're getting $17 USD. You know, I don't know that I would do that all the time. It's still okay. Better to lot them up, get, you know, a bigger chunk of money at once. Also helps with the shipping when you're doing it that way. Columbia PFG. We picked this up this summer at a garage sale. I think she wanted 50 cents and I just gave her $1. You know, I had it listed a little higher, but somebody offered me $15 USD on eBay. I think it was listed around 19 and change, basically 20 bucks. This is just one of those things where it's a nice sweater. It's a size medium. It's okay. you know, being that I paid $1, $15 USD is still pretty good. Not something I would look for all the time, but a garage sale, that was a fine pickup. A couple Poshmark sales. Jacket, HMV jacket, $17 Canadian. I had this, it's right here. I was digging through here looking for it earlier. I picked this up at the Goodwill bins. Probably paid a couple dollars for it. So not getting much for it anyway. I think we're winding up getting $17 Canadian on that jacket. But, you know, Poshmark, buyer pays shipping. We get a shipping label for that. Next, a pair of Converse on Poshmark as well. Looks like they're down here. I think this is the last pair of Converse I actually have. No laces. These ones, I believe, are these the ones. I think one of a pair I had was a sample. Yeah, right there, sample. So interesting. They're very cool. A little embossing there on there as well. We'll get these in a box. We did get $35, which was an offer. I seen I had these listed. I've had these quite a while, honestly. So I haven't went through my shoes in a while. Some hair or something in that one. I did have these listed for about $60. Somebody offered me $35. I could see I had them one time drop down to about $50. $35 seems fine. I can't recall. I believe I picked these out of the Goodwill bins. I'm like 99% sure, so I probably paid like $5 for them. You know, I haven't got a really good offer up until now. It is half price, but $35, still okay, and we're gonna get it out of here. So I do have a fairly busy long weekend here. I'm happy to be kind of caught up with shipping. I can't ship again until Tuesday afternoon because that's when Canada Post opens. Assuming, you know, like this past Friday, if you are following the Canada Post negotiations, I think the union actually rejected the final offer from Canada Post. So I don't know what that means. It doesn't necessarily say they're on strike, but they've just not been able to come up with some sort of agreement on a contract, right? You know, from the outside looking in, what you could see that Canada Post was offering seemed reasonable, but at the same time, you know, there's stuff in there that they can't agree upon. I don't really like talking about it too much on the channel because I don't really know the ins and outs. And if it was me personally, if you're working there, you might have a different opinion of somebody looking from the outside. You know, me personally, it does affect me for shipping. I've still this entire time been using Canada Post because it's been the best option for me. Even today, I dropped, even after they voted against the contract. There's no strike motion or anything like that yet. So I still shipped with Canada Post today. I expect everything I shipped out today will most likely get there. I don't think they will just lock the doors tomorrow. I could be wrong though. I'm definitely taking a chance. And like I said before, I think in a few videos back, when it comes to Canada Post and the strike, I'm just going to continue to run my business the way that I've been running my business until I can't. Then I will have to pivot and do something else. I don't love using UPS all the time. It's okay. I have got chargebacks from them in the past, even a recent one of $40 on a return item, which is a whole nother story we could go into some other time. But yeah, I don't 100% love using them either, so I don't really know what I'm going to be doing if they do go on strike. But, at the moment, we're not even, the word strike hasn't even came up yet. It's just that they turned down this offer. It was supposed to be a final offer. What does that mean? I guess we'll just all have to wait and see. But I do hope, it doesn't, leave too much gloom over you if you are reselling and you're worried about it. Just enjoy the long weekend. And, when things come to light, we'll have to deal with it then. Even by the time this video comes out, maybe there'll be more information provided than I know currently on Saturday afternoon when I'm filming this. Okay, I think we're going to end this one right here. If you guys do like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.